I'm Sir Flowbojan Thunderhammer.
And I'm Teflon Frosthammer.
And I'm Cabbage Tidehammer.
And this
is
WAK.
If Amtgard knighthood means anything, you can't knife a motherfucker and keep it.
And the thing that people need to understand essentially about arts and sciences events is that your scores don't matter.
Do you want a black phoenix or a white phoenix?
Jeez, language, man. We're on
right.
a freaking podcast, for fuck's sake.
Mind-blowing experience, right?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to WAK, where we...
Reverse card, our guest does the intro.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
Oh, you got some that worked. Damn, mine didn't work.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to WAK for your news around the foam fighting world.
It's basically better than I do.
I'm Flowbojan Thunderhammer. I'm Cabbage Tidehammer, and I'm Teflon Frosthammer, and this is WAK.
We already heard that part.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, this will be like a midweek WAK. We just had a a good old midweek WAK, release some tension, take some time off.
Yeah.
We're going to be recapping the Winter's Edge event that we just had.
Yeah, so we had, for everyone else out in Amtgard, I don't know whether your kingdoms have been able to have in-person events or you've opened back up. This was the first in-person event that we have had in over 18 months, I think, right?
Yeah, just about.
Something.
And it was fun. We had a lot of fun games that we did. We had a couple tournaments. We had knighting of our very good friend, formerly Squire Gunn, now Sir Gunn. Sir Gunn had an awesome pillow.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's talk about the knighting for just a bit, because that was sort of the big thing that was happening. We actually had a bunch of folks come up from Florida, from his fighting company, your fighting company, the Triads. And that was a big to-do as well. We had a ton of knights there. It felt like when we asked for the assembled knights to come forward to make the little sword tunnel, we had quite a few folks there. I don't remember how many, but would you say it was more than 10?
Yeah, I think so. I think we had somewhere around 12 or 14 knights there.
Yeah, I
absolutely.
think 14 was the number I had. So
yeah, and so he was elevated to knight.
Did you
of
write
the
them all
sword.
down?
Oh, God.
No, I should have.
Yeah.
I'm slacking in my scribe duties. Right?
You're not scribe anymore. You stepped down, so
That's true.
Congrats.
She was at the time, though.
Yeah, but we had so let's he had what do we have? We had Sir Gillen, his knight, doing the ceremony. He actually had a pretty cool speech. I thought it was pretty moving. He also made the chain, which was this custom, like I keep saying it was a very World of Warcraft chain.
A little bit.
And it was like he handmade this. He made every link. Like
he casted it.
He cast every link out of
Bronze.
Bronze.
No, bronze.
Yeah, I think it was bronze.
I can't remember.
Yeah, he literally made. We saw the 3D print renders come up, and he hand casted every one of these links and then joined them. And it was a super World of Warcraft looking chain. Vidalia made the scroll, which was in Korean. And then you made his knighting pillow, which was a giant anime body pillow.
It was fantastic.
It was an abomination. Donnie made the spurs, and Sir Nocturne made the belt.
I
The belt,
believe.
yeah.
Don't forget Lexi made the tunic.
Oh, Lexi made the most amazing tunic.
That was all right.
Oh, I wish we need to find a picture to post up in the comments. She made a
post all those somewhere in there.
Yeah,
she posted them on Facebook. I'll grab them and put them. I'll streamline them in the video.
The tunic, for those people that are listening on Spotify or something else, has all 5 of the basic fighting forms around it that you would do in a tournament, and it's all his panda. His personal symbol is a panda, holding up like chipped and battered weapons, like they've been heavily used. Beautiful, beautiful piece of work.
Yeah, so that was probably the biggest ceremony of the event. But let's talk about just the event in general. I mean, do we want to do like good, bad, ugly, or do we just want to?
Oh, do we still do that?
Flo and I did on the way home.
I wasn't done talking about Lexi's tunic because on the back of it too, it's got that Celtic knotwork that goes up, and then his phoenix, which was a bitch to do.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah, that person's in witness protection.
Immaculate.
So,
Okay, I'm going to give a piece of advice to all of my young Amtgarders out there. One day, some portion of you are going to get knighted, and you're going to be faced with this challenge of designing your first phoenix or picking a phoenix to use. Here's a piece of advice. Pick a phoenix that's easy to sew. Don't pick the coolest one that you saw on Etsy, because...
pick the coolest one. It's your day.
Your friends will fucking hate you. No one is going to sew your Phoenix.
They'll
My
get over it
Phoenix-
eventually.
My Phoenix, big red square.
That's a good one.
Calling it now.
8-bit Phoenix, yeah. Do
One
it.
bit, it's a square.
Yeah. 8-bit.
Oh, we're
A
just going to give
single
him big
bit.
red gum.
Yeah, big red gum. Perfect. You can just chew it up, stick it on the tunic. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, that stuff doesn't come back to life though. After the 2 minutes you get out of the chew, it's gone forever.
Yeah, okay, fair.
But yeah,
It's just like whenever you go to the SCA.
Speaking of which, we're gonna miss you, Gun.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was good having you in Amthgard. Enjoy the SCA.
yeah. But hey, seriously though, congratulations, Gun. You really deserved it, man. You had a lot of really cool knighting gifts that you got. Well deserved, and I loved watching your knight take the last unanswered blow and slap the absolute dog shit out of you.
It's on TikTok, thanks to Lauren.
So this is for people who are maybe new to this sort of thing. The buffeting line is an optional thing that knights do not have to go through, but it represents, as far as I'm aware, the last unreturned blow you will ever take as an Amthgarder, or as a knight, I guess. And so the tradition is the knights will come through and they'll thump you on the chest or something like that. But Sir Gillen was now Sir Gun's knight, and so they knew each other well enough that Gillen did take his rings off and slap the dog shit out of him.
So Gunn also put in a mouth
guard. Yeah, you can see it in the clip. You've got to pay attention because he slips it in. He kind of looks down and pops it in, but like he put in a mouth guard and got the shit slapped out of him. It was awesome.
I mean,
apparently he was in the kitchen boiling it so he could fit it to his
Yeah, he fit it that day.
Zeb
man.
told him if you ever get a belt, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah,
Man
this-
of his word.
He also tried to do the same thing with Flo. When Flo got knighted, he tried to slap him, but Flo's beard is too long, and so when he lined up for the slap, he caught nothing but air.
He misjudged. He caught beard from here over and
Yeah.
just
You're lucky you didn't get whiplash.
yeah.
in the video, I think we have a pretty good video of Flo's knighting, and
Yeah.
you can see his beard just go. And Zeb looks so pissed. So he definitely practiced for this one.
I'm just
I'm just
picturing him-
imagining, with like a training dummy, like
Oh, dude, he lined him up. He lined Gun up. He squared him. He put him on like an X that was taped
Yeah.
off on the floor. Like, and for people not familiar with this is not a tradition a knight has to go through, and it is not an expectation that you will get the dog shit slapped out of you.
Oh,
This
most
was-
of the time you don't.
Yeah,
it's
this
just
was
better
a-
when it happens.
It's usually a hug. It's usually like a and then a hug. But they knew each other and they wanted to do this.
I
This
think
is
they
a-
joked, like I think Guns joked about, like, you got one good one, you better make it worth it or something along
Yeah, that's
those
what
lines.
that's what he told me. Gunn. For those that don't know Sir Gunn retaliates. He escalates in a way that few people could comprehend outside of storybooks or something like that. And when I walked up, he said, "You get one where I'll never escalate," and I didn't believe him.
No, that was a beautiful knighting though. Just from like the speech to the organization of it, everything went off pretty.
Yeah,
pretty
Gillen
damn
did
well,
a
I think.
really, really good job.
Yeah.
I cried like a baby. I was like, "That's my boy."
Oh, I would have lost money on when Zeb lost it. He held it together way longer than I gave him credit for.
He did. Yeah,
The
he made it all the way up to the sword.
yeah,
The
when
shoulder, head. He made it that far, and then
the last ride is a night. I want to also give a shout out to everyone that was working in the kitchen.
dog. Yes.
I mean, this might have been one of the most well-organized, productive kitchen staffs that I've ever seen, and we have had a lot of people that are very, very good in the kitchen in Winter's Edge.
Yes.
But I think Greymane...
Greymane.
It was Greymane. Yeah.
Greymane.
Greymane bright flame of Sylvan Glade. Yeah. If I can speak.
I'm going to call you Blight Flame from now on.
Blight Flame is
No.
legit kind of
Yeah, it's
awesome.
got
I'm
a-
not gonna lie.
No, there's already a Blight Flame. They're different.
Oh,
There's
okay.
Screwmar, Blight Flame, and then Greymane.
You're just making shit up.
Yeah,
right?
we're getting fucked with.
I won't be gaslit by you.
Well, so I mean, let's just
Well, Zeb owes me a pizza, so
true. Yeah.
Good putting it on like a recorded format that a
Yeah.
lot of people are going to see. It's a good plan. I like
Never
it.
again impugn my name.
I mean, cards on the table though. Flo and I were driving down. We had this big camper we had to haul, and we heard because I don't think either of us had really kept up with all of the the going. We knew when the event was and what was going to happen, so we showed up.
Yeah.
And we heard on the way down, like, oh, Feast is going to be hamburgers for lunch and tacos for dinner. And we both kind of went, man, that's kind of...
Dude, I was
like,
pissed.
Yeah, like hamburgers
I
and
would have
hot dogs.
flipped him, to be honest, but...
Whatever, right? But, like, we were wrong. First off, them some bitches were out early or on time.
Yep.
And they were fucking delicious.
Every meal was either on time or slightly early.
And this is the thing where you kind of take a simple thing and do it really well, right? And they did absolutely that. It was fantastic.
Dude, they're getting the burgers ready, and I'm like, Lucas and I are walking in. I was like, are they fire roasting peppers? Is that a thing that they're doing right now? And it was. We apparently forgot to turn the air conditioner off.
I can gate it out.
I was like, man, are they fire roasting peppers there? Motherfucker, they are.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was legit amazing burgers. The tacos were just off the chain good. Lots of ingredients, lots of fresh chopped ingredients that you could put into it. Not your normal Ampguard style walking taco sort of thing. Not there's anything wrong with walking tacos, but
No, but these were like feast tacos. Like they were good.
yeah.
10 out of 10 would
Also-
eat again.
Also, Gray Man gave me all the leftover onions.
Yeah, we have an unreasonable amount of spring onions in our kitchen right now.
Nice.
It's upsetting.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. It's okay. It's fine.
They're tasty.
That was one of my, like, if we were going to do a good, bad, ugly, the feast was, like, one of the best parts of the event for me. And the knighting, but we're going to put that on its own little plateau.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, we can do a good, bad, ugly, but let's wait until a little later in the...
Yeah. I'm just, like, feast was... I could go on about that.
So another really good thing, largest event that Winter's Edge has ever had.
I believe that's
largest in numbers and largest grossing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go. So thank you to everyone that was able to make it to the event simply because of that. I know that it had been a long time since we had been able to see each other in person. Mm-hmm. It was really cool to see most of you.
The implications of that.
Some of you are okay.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
No, it was... I honestly enjoyed pretty much everybody's company.
I did too. It was really cool. We roll in Friday night and get the camper set up. WAK was doing a midnight chili and grilled cheese because Sir Duffer, one of the knights in our kingdom, normally does midnight bacon and was not going to be able to make it to this one. And we knew that ahead of time, so we decided to. We talked about it on the podcast before that we were going to do some chili and grilled cheese, and we did. Went off really, really well.
Red cooked some bacon too, yeah.
Yeah. So one of the people in the kitchen,
Red Canary, and I think someone else from Duffer's Beltline also made midnight bacon.
Oh, that makes it so much better to me.
Yeah, it really does.
They chipped in.
Yeah, they specifically did it to honor Duffer, and it was wonderful. The bacon was delicious.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing you at the next event, old man. Sorry you couldn't make it to this one, but yeah. So we started getting everything ready, and I am a terrible cook. And Cabbage reached a point where he said, "Go away," and so I did. And then
I'm not allowed in kitchens, so it's good.
We went back and tended to it a couple of times, and it came out right when we wanted it to. It was great, seasoned really well. Everybody
it was
liked
right
it.
up after the Iron Man. The Midnight Iron Man ended. Chili's up. Perfect.
Yep. So really, really happy with how that went. I didn't actually participate in any of the battle games. I was in the middle of doing like the Meet the Knight sort of stuff while a lot of that was going on.
I was grumpy because my elbow still hurt, so I didn't compete in them either.
Did you get to?
Me? No, I did not. I didn't.
I
I didn't wake up until a certain point on both of those days.
I watched a couple of them, and they look pretty good. I know that one of them, I think the explanation or setup to the explanation took a long time, which was kind of a bummer for those in armor because we had zero shade in that area, so they were roasting. But
only bad thing about that whole site, if I was to give it like if I was giving it a review, a 0 out of 5 review, it would be at 4 point something.
Yeah.
But there was no shade anywhere.
That site was legitimately great, and it had showers.
yeah,
Yes, real showers.
Yeah.
Toilets that go whoosh.
Oh, the Monarchy Suite.
weaseled your way in. I see.
Yeah. Scribes, right? Yeah, no, the event site was good. The lack of shade I did notice when people were fighting. A lot of the people that were watching were actually up on the balcony kind of thing because it was the roof was providing shade.
That's where I was at.
Yeah, I was Statler and Waldorf watching the tournaments happen. Exactly. Yeah, there was like a Sharks and Minnows kind of thing. I think that's the one that ran long on the explanation. But beyond that, I think that was...
It was some sort of build-a-bridge mechanic or something, I think. I don't know 100%. I'm going to butcher every one of these games, and Oz is going to get mad at me, and I'm sorry, man.
Do your best.
Well, considering I caught like the tail end of that one, and I don't think I watched the second one. I was busy talking to people. And then the third one was the Kraken game. So Lauren actually could describe that one probably a little bit better because it was based off one of the games that you had done. So
well, I don't know anything about his current version.
Well, fine.
And
I'll just do it then.
I was in Cupcake.
I know there was a Kraken, and if the Kraken, so there was basically a team that was a Kraken, and if the Kraken surrounded someone, then you became part of the Kraken team, I think. And then to score points, you brought back members of the other team to your base or something along those lines.
The Kraken had a devour mechanic.
Yeah.
I know all of us stayed pretty busy helping out with the event. Like Vidalia and I did a gate shift. We did a shift in the kitchen for breakfast. I had to meet with the new XCOM chair.
Oh, man, your breakfast was baller, too. Vidalia brought me out some to the camper because I wasn't getting my ass up at like 6 a.m. to go eat it.
Dude, that's Libby. That was 100% Libby. She is God's gift to Regentry. I am not kidding. Like, she is God's gift to organization because we showed up. She was like, show up at 5 so we can start on breakfast. And we showed up at 5, and she's like, I don't know why I did that. We just have to put these in the oven and make minute oats. Can I go smoke a cigarette while you put these in the oven and make minute oats? And I was like, get out of here, Libby. Go fucking smoke a cigarette. Get out of here.
Yeah, right.
The extra gluten oatmeal was quite good.
The extra gluten, we had extra gluten and no gluten. For some reason, nobody cared about the gluten-free, so we eventually stopped telling people, like, unless they wanted it. We were like, this is all oatmeal.
Yeah.
But yeah, we all stayed busy. You were doing the Meet the Knights thing. You helped organize the ceremony, midnight chili. Like, we all kind of stayed busy doing service stuff.
You two did. I didn't do anything.
You were the incoming monarch. Surely you stayed busy there.
I guess I was talking to people.
You were in the tournament. You did the early tournament, too.
I did.
Which, we'll get into the tournament stuff here in just a second. But and then you had to Statler and Waldorf. Everyone's a very important role. A lot of people don't think about that.
Me and Stinkfoot probably shouldn't be allowed next to each other.
Well,
definitely shouldn't be allowed next to each other.
I always like I always had in my mind before I started playing Amtgard that the Monarch would watch all of the tournaments and watch all of the battle games. You know how like they watch Knights Joust or whatever?
Oh, man, I did that by accident.
You did?
Yeah, you did.
Congrats on fulfilling
Lording
her childhood
over people
dream.
From the balcony. It was kind of actually
you give favors to the knights, you tie your underwear onto their sword or whatever. I don't remember.
Oh, man, I'm bringing extra underwear for everybody next time.
Deeply upsetting.
I am going to hit you all with King Teflon's underwear. It's going to be great.
Jeff has a lot of Calvin Klein thongs. It's weird.
They're on back order.
So anyways, the whole WAK crew was banned.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kind of out in the middle of nowhere, this site was. It was in Alabama.
Mm-hmm. Coleman, Alabama, yeah.
Coleman, Alabama. But great site. Beautiful site. Other than the shade thing, I have absolutely no complaints about it at all.
Centered up on the kingdom pretty good, too, because I think the farthest outreaches were like 4 or 5 hours, and then the other side of the kingdom was 4 or 5 hours as well. So they did a really good job about trying to centralize it.
Yeah. I didn't ask how, like, people from Sylvan Glade, which I think is our farthest east. That'd be South Carolina. I didn't ask how far they had to drive.
I can't remember.
5 hours and 25 minutes.
I was going to say, I think it's 5 hours.
That's still not horrible.
We also had folks from
Kentucky.
some of our from some of our Western kingdoms. You had folks from Dragon's Hollow.
I wouldn't call them the western side because we have Souls Crossing.
Well, yeah, but they're just a touch further west. I mean,
and then the other side, Cinderfell.
Cinderfell, Morgan's Bluff, and Souls Crossing are westernmost, and they're in a little triangle around Memphis.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
I thought
one of them's across the state line, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, we had folks from a decent showing from like north, south, east, west, all over the kingdom in this area. So yeah, it was decently centralized.
So we did a tournament while we were there. We did actually
several.
more than one tournament. First, we had a Midnight Ironman.
That line was the biggest damn Iron Man line I've ever seen, by the way.
Yeah.
The Midnight Iron at 11 p.m.
Yeah, the Midnight Iron Man at 11 p.m.
At 11 p.m., yeah. And it was legit. There was, I think, 42 or 43 people that signed up, but legit in that line, 70-something. I stopped counting at 60, and there was still people after that. So.
It probably should have been broken down into at least 2 pits.
I'm kind of thinking that the weird number might be 12. You have a pit per 12 people.
Okay.
That's like napkin math. This is not like any kind
The
of
part I
biblical
worry
math.
about then
I like
is
20.
I mean, using Jeff's Teflon's example, you would have to have had like at least 5 pits, and then it becomes a weird juggle of like, okay, I died, so now I go back to this pit.
Nope.
No,
you just have one line that feeds into all of them.
Interesting. Okay,
And so when one pit opens, you just run to the
Mm-hmm.
next.
it's like
open
waiting
one.
in line at a roller coaster. Like once the line opens up, you get to the seats, and it
Yep.
doesn't really matter.
Yep.
But yeah, it had all of the same problems that I always see with Midnight Ironmans. They're sloppy. It's I think an artifact of the format.
We're also really rusty. You got to think we've been out of practice for over a year in a
Yeah.
lot of cases. So I mean, there was definitely some sloppy shot calling and things like that I'd like to see picked up. But for the most part, it went fine.
Yeah, it was fun. It was really fun to. I didn't participate because it was very wet and my ankles are worth more than that to me.
Okay.
But
Stinkfoot and I were standing on the sidelines of this because I didn't have weapons to fight. And we're watching a fight happen, and somebody shrugged somebody else. Like there was a shot that very clearly we all saw, like that, it hit, and we all went. And Stinkfoot goes, "No, get out of here!" And the dude just picks up his gear and walks away. And it was the funniest shit I've ever seen. I am still laughing about that today.
you have to know Stinkfoot too, but he turns to us with a really genuinely panicked look and said, "I said that in my outside voice."
It was no joke. Like even the Reeves popped up and they were like, "We got to say something about that." And then there's Stinkfoot like, "Get out of here!" And it was like, "Oh yeah, okay, that guy got it."
But yeah, Midnight Iron Man, just as good as any other Midnight Iron Man you've seen. This one was a kingdom level tournament, not a major kingdom level, so nothing over 7 for it, but was still a fun thing. And then the next day, was it Oz that was planning the tournament stuff?
Oz was the champion throughout, so I think that was him.
So Oz had it set up the next day to do a 5 and under tournament early.
Like 8 a.m.
And then every person could enter tournament once the 5 and under finished. I think it had a set time, but I don't remember what it was.
Like 10. They didn't realize how long tournaments would last, even in that format, I think.
Yeah.
Well, we had a lot of 5 and under. We had a whole... Usually
that
when you
line
think
was
of
legit like 40, 50 people as well.
Yeah, usually when you think of a 5 and under tournament, at least in our kingdom, classically, we've had maybe like 20 people that would show up for it.
Now, the format was just a open Ironman, and then...
cut to top 8.
And then cut to top 8 for that one. So it wasn't like it was a Weapon Master where you have multiple categories or anything like that. It was
Single
just a
bracket,
singular
yeah.
bracket. Yeah.
I think if you did different categories, it would have been
forever.
Monstrous.
I mean, you'd need 30 Reeves just to have everything go like you'd want it to.
Yeah. But so did a 5 and under, and I happened to know because I looked at all of the stuff that somebody over here scored first place with 53 kills in the Iron Man portion of it.
I'm glad you noticed I did that. Thank you.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't Cabbage. Definitely wasn't
Talon
Cabbage.
legit had me up until the last, I don't know, I had a streak of 6 or 7 or something like that. On
He
the
had
very
51.
tail end.
He had 51 and you ended up with 53. By the way, Talon, I don't know if you listen to our show. You really should. We're funny.
You crushed it, dude.
Yeah, you really did. You did a kick-ass job. It was fun watching you fight. It was fun getting to fight very briefly
I think it
afterwards.
was Talon in the 500. It was Talon as first, Ignatius as second, Farron from Neverwinter as third, and me as fourth.
Yep.
And it was great. It was everyone on the top 8 was super awesome. Big shout out to D-Rex.
D-Rex was great.
Yeah, D-Rex is 14, slaying everybody. It was great.
So yeah, thank you to all of them. And I actually learned Ignatius has his own channel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
on TikTok.
So
We're friends.
Oh,
Yeah, do you remember the handle for it? Because I can't remember. It's like foam fighting or something like that.
Yeah, it's Foam Fight Club.
That's it.
We'll probably put a link in the description to it if we remember. If we don't, I'm sorry, Ignatius, but you did a good job too. It's fun watching you fight. Everybody in that, like Jeff said, everybody in the top 8 of that tournament. That was a really fun top 8 to watch. A lot of respect between the people that were in there. Some really good fights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
We had a everyman, so this was anyone of any order could participate. Same format. It's just a single bracket, open, Iron Man cut to top 8.
A lot of people competed in both, which was really good to see.
Mm-hmm.
Because some of the theory was that like people wouldn't compete in the everyman because of
The 5 and under.
Yeah. But there were some that dropped, me including. I would have fought, but my elbows started to flare up, and I was like, I don't need to deal
And you
with that.
reaved.
I did.
You and I both reaved.
Mm-hmm.
I dropped because I drank too much coffee. There was one player who I really loved. His name is Oopsie, and it wasn't just his first Amp event. It was his first time at Amp ever. And he fought in the Midnight Iron Man. He fought in the 5 and under tournament, and he fought in the Everyman tournament.
Absolutely. He was great.
He was great. His attitude was perfect. He took all of his shots, even if it took him some time to process.
Yeah, he processed them, but you could see him being like, "Oh no, I'm dead," but I'm just now understanding how I died. He was great.
He was fantastic.
You know, when we talked to the Darkon folks, they mentioned that like first event is free for newbies.
I'm legit think that's a thing that we should be looking into.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like it as a concept. Like, I wonder if we should try it. This is just a thought I had because you mentioned this is his first ever event. Like that'd have been cool for him.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't gotten the chance to listen to the Darkon episode yet.
How could
but
you?
It came out today. In my defense, so
you're giving away our bad timeline for our episodes. No,
I know this is why you can't have me on.
We mean to say that we have weeks and weeks worth of episodes.
Absolutely, like good people.
Clover called me today, and he was so excited to talk about some of the things that he had heard just listening to the first quarter. Like he didn't get all the way through that podcast episode. He was too excited and called me to rant about some things.
That's
on
cool.
there, so.
He called me, but I was busy at work.
Yeah, he was like, Heflon's busy, but I know you're not busy.
He didn't call me, Clover. I guess we're not friends.
He knows we're busy.
Yeah, I was at work.
Yeah.
What am I doing? I was playing Skyrim. So.
How? Come on.
You were
Drawing
collecting cheeses.
certain things so that you can make the next pillow. Yeah.
It's Amphgard. We can say she draws furry porn. Okay, like
Yeah,
gotta
but
pay
I
the bills.
wanted to see the reaction she had.
Fair.
Okay, let's just tell that story while it's brought up. So
Wasn't done on purpose or anything.
Right.
Do you instigate?
No, I enable.
Okay.
That's the positive word for instigation.
So for Guns Knighting Pillow, obviously we saw the nice big anime body pillow from the ceremony. I'll say we will include pictures, but who knows?
Yeah. We got pictures of it. We'll put them up.
Okay. And I had finished drawing it digitally and then went to put it all in my shopping cart, and I clicked checkout and it said $173. And I was like, oh shit, I can't spend $173 on a fucking knighting pillow, like a little anime body pillow. I didn't know weeb shit cost so much.
Yeah.
So
Lucas did.
Yeah, I did.
should have warned me.
Nice
first of
weeb
all.
shirt, weeb.
So then I decide that I need to make some money and fast, and I know a bunch of furries, and furry porn pays really, really, really well. So for 18 straight hours, I just drew a bunch of furry porn, and I think I made like $200 in 18 hours in my pajamas on the couch drawing furry porn.
And I work all these hours for what fucking reason?
I know, right? If I had an ounce of talent for drawing,
I would be a house husband. Like,
yeah,
are you
100%.
kidding me?
So So I went through the line the first time and gave him like the translation for the scroll or whatever, and I was like, "Good job!" I hugged Gun, way to go, bud. And then Subway's like, "You didn't tell him the story," and so I waited in line. Subway made me get back in line so I could tell him the story about how I drew furry porn to finance his pillow.
Do you think that this is how the Knight's Tales of old went?
Yes. I believe that's 100% correct.
Fuck.
Humans haven't changed.
Yeah,
You mean like actual medieval knights or old Amtgard knights?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I
And
was
the breasts on the fox were ample in bosom. Like, what the fuck?
So I spent 18 straight hours laboriously hand stitching this erotic tapestry for his ceremonial knight's pillow in you.
Listen, if you look at some of the wood carvings, you'd probably understand.
Yeah, no, yeah. Just, I mean, this, all of our podcasts go up marked as explicit on YouTube. So if you're this far into the episode and you're like clutching your pearls, get off your high horse.
If you're this far into WAK and just now figured out who we are, then...
Yeah, like, no, I mean, if you look up old, like, just look up what a tanuki is, like, actually what a tanuki is in Japanese folklore. It's a lot.
So before I even left the event site, like Chops and I were still helping clean up at the end, and Gun starts messaging me like, "So I want to see it. What did you draw for my pillow?"
Oh no.
Oh, are we pulling it up over here?
Oh, no. I'm showing Jeff what tanuki were.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
They were
Yeah,
raccoons with giant
I
balls.
was gonna say it's just. I mean, it's basically Mario.
These guys drink G Fuel and just piss all over their balls, right?
No.
But
Shout out Chops, how you doing, buddy?
speaking of Chops, hey, congratulations on getting your Lord, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. There were some
Well
cool awards
deserved.
given out. Not just the knighthood. There was the Lord title for Chops. There were some high level roses given out. What else was given out? There was some-
Warlord to
there was-
Bell.
Yeah, Bell, Dag Cross Gamer got his Warlord. Congrats for that.
Yep.
Sethriel got their 8th Garber and 4th and 5th Warrior as well.
Nice.
So I think they did a really good job
Yep.
there.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Ruke got the
got-
10th Dragon.
Yeah, that's
shout
right.
out to Ruke. Let's see. I'm trying.
Oz got a 9th Rose.
Yeah, Oz did get a 9th Rose.
There were some higher level awards. I don't have them on hand.
If
so I don't
only there was
remember.
some kind of technology that would record
Some
awards when they're
series of
given out.
tubes
But
that
we're,
contain
uh,
information.
Hey, have you
If
seen the soup tubes
We're just
Reddit
not there.
post?
No.
Oh, let me send that to you later.
Alright,
By the
cool.
way, guys, for those of you who aren't aware, Vidalia kind of popped the lid on it, but we shoot this at like 11 o'clock at night, so we've all had a day.
Oh, I'm good.
No, I'm just saying I'm deeply distracted. I need to send you the soup tubes Reddit post
fair
because it's so good.
by the way, we can see whatever you're looking at in your glasses.
Yeah.
I was pulling up the list of awards that were given out, and I'm sorting them by date so we can see the ones that were given out
Yeah.
at court.
I know there were some Smiths given out as well. There was a lot of stuff given out. It was a good time.
But yeah, the let's see some other stuff that was going on. Why don't we actually do are we actually going to do a good, bad, and ugly? Or...
It can't hurt.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Isn't it good, better, best now?
Yeah, I was going to say that's like one good and then lots of negatives afterwards.
I don't remember what it was, but because we used to do that on even eSam and stuff like that, they would do big good, bad, and uglies. But then I think MHOG or someone close and MHOG picked it up as I think it's good, better, best. I'm not 100% sure, as a way to promote the good things that we want to happen in events rather than to stay focused on negative aspects of things.
That's fair.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, but before we do that, I pulled it up, and in case you couldn't read it in my glasses reflection,
Enhance.
Cade got
Enhance.
his 9th Order of the Smith. Vixthara Black Soul got his 9th Order of the Owl. Oz got his 9th Order of the Rose. Ruby got 9th Order of the Garber. Ruke, 10th Order of the Dragon. Bell, Warlord. Chops, Lord. Candied Coating, 8th Order of the Dragon. Laryl, 8th Order, or 9th Order of the Garber. And a lady title.
Okay. Yeah, that's not a bad haul.
That's not
Each got a-
comprehensive, yeah.
Screech got a Lord title. Sethriel got their 8th Order of the Garber. And Toastapop got his Lord title.
I was going to say, didn't one of the ferrets get someone? Or
ferrets.
weasels or whatever?
Ferrets.
I
They're
don't
the
know.
lemurs.
Lemur.
God.
Yeah, that's basically the same animal.
Man, I
Toast
hope
to Pop,
there's-
I'm sorry. If
Sorry, I
you're
was
not a
gonna say I
ferret.
hope there's a lemur who listens to us and is gonna just flat
he shows up
rail us.
He shows up
on
at my house with
YouTube.
a fucking billy club. He's like, you know what I'm here for. Yeah, I know.
Oh God.
I'm sorry, Lemur Nation.
Yeah, there were a lot more awards given out, but in court to save time, we only gave out 7th and above.
Something along those
so, yeah.
lines, yeah.
Because there were a lot. The rest of them were distributed to lower level.
I
parts.
think 8th and above.
Okay.
We're giving out.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
So yeah, a lot of cool scrolls, a lot of cool awards being given out. Good, better, best. Then is that how we want to frame it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's start with good. What does everybody think or actually, let's start with best because I think that one's a really easy one to do. We'll start with best and work our way backwards.
Just Olive Guns Knighting. That was the best.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna say the feasts. Like I'm a fat guy, so of course that matters to me a lot. But them being on time, them being as delicious as they were, like that was a lot for me. So the feasts were probably the best, like the highlight of the event.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you. Couldn't be. Then who?
I guess I think Guns Knighting part was probably best for me. Zeb did like a legit outstanding job for it, and very meaningful. And it's very obvious that their friendship through the belt line is very, very strong. It was really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the knighting ceremony for my best as well. Again, because I think that it was clearly very meaningful. Zeb gave a speech before the ceremony started.
Oh, the comic relief was perfectly timed.
Yeah. Oh God, so good.
The guy has timing. But yeah, I think that was the absolute best of it. Couldn't happen to a better guy. I mean, it could have. There's a lot of better people, but it happened to a really good guy. Gunn, you've deserved this for a very long time. COVID kept you from getting it, and I'm glad to see that you're finally part of the Ninth Circle. So, both congratulations and my condolences at the same time.
Oh, we get a new GMCOK now, yeah?
Oh, he absolutely said no.
I didn't think you had the choice.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I didn't think he did either, but here we are.
He's meaner than you, isn't it?
Yeah, he is. So that was best. What about better? Starting with Onion.
Well, we already talked about Feast. Feast was really good. Cupcakes were really good. Breakfast was really good. Lunch was really good. All of the food was very good.
So food?
Food.
That's fair. I'm gonna go second on this one too, and mine's also gonna be the food. If the knighting ceremony hadn't happened,
Nope. Do we have a kitty?
if the knighting ceremony hadn't happened, then it would have been my best. But because the knighting ceremony did, I'm putting food at good. And I gotta be. I really
We're putting food at better, Flo.
or
Get
better.
it
Yeah,
straight.
I really want to be clear here. Too, this is not better because I'm used to AmpGuard standards of food, and this was slightly above that. I mean, this was demonstrably good food.
I think you said it pretty well earlier, where this is like doing the basics really, really well.
Yes, absolutely. So there's my better.
Lucas?
I remember.
Oh, fuck it. So I want to point out real quick, I'm putting the knighting completely aside, like as its own thing. I do think the knighting ceremony was amazing, but in my good, better, best, I'm not going to include that just because it stands alone, really. So food being my best, the next thing that was really cool to me was, I bought enough time. Next thing that was really cool to me was actually seeing AmpGuard pick up after a year and a half like it had never stopped. It was just really cool to see all these people come out and just start playing the fucking game like they'd never put it down. Like the enthusiasm was still there. All the people were still really happy to see each other in person. That for me was kind of, I was a little apprehensive of how things would look coming back from a pandemic world. And it was good to see that nothing had fundamentally changed. For me, that was huge.
That's a good one.
For me, I think it was watching a cross gamer know more about our battle games than 90% of Winner's Edge. So big shout out to Bell, killing everybody as a druid. Also having a list of enchantments that he'd like from different classes that can hand them out. Well prepared, and get better, Winner's Edge.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. Watching, I heard that like Argus and Agar and Bell and a couple others were having conversation about combos and things like this, about enchantments and stuff, and then it's like bunch of glazed over faces because they didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, and this is a DAG player who cross games to Amthgard occasionally.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Big shout out to Bell. I thought that was great. Watching you kill everybody with all the enchantments and stuff was fantastic.
It feels better knowing he's going to be a warlord in our game and that he actually knows our game.
Yeah.
Like that was, I heard some people say like, oh, he's a DAG player, like he's getting a warlord here, what the hell? But like, no, this dude knows his shit. He knows our game. He plays it right.
I remember being, because I made his Ninth Warrior scroll, and I remember being so excited making the scroll, and then people were giving me chuff about it, like, he doesn't even play our game. Like, so I'm
He
really
plays it
glad
better than you do.
Yeah.
He does. Well, in my defense, barbarians can't take enchantments, so.
Yeah. Sure. So you play, it's an excuse class. Got it.
Yeah, it is. Just because I can't cat.
Yeah. So let's go with good. I actually have my good lined up if we want to just...
Yeah, go ahead and go.
Because we're doing these out of order anyway. Good for me. The vendor row was actually pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
There were some pretty cool vendors there. We Beefy actually had the Gilded Newbie Tavern. There was Simi actually set up a booth where he was selling his like wood carved bowls and stuff. Those were super cool. There was also a booth that was selling like all of the cool 3D printed mugs.
Egare and their group were selling those. They were 3D printed mugs, dice boxes, shot glasses, all kinds of random things. The lids for the dice boxes were actually universal, so you could mix and match those, which was way cooler.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And the 3D printed mugs, to give people an idea too, were printed in such a way that you could slide a beer bottle or something down inside.
Yeah.
And
it was legit.
It was really cool.
And like they were intricate too. It was like a dragon's claw holding the thing. Beefy sold out, I think, all of his garb. I know he reported back like he made some decent coin off of it.
Yeah, so Beefy also did a really cool thing that people could donate from our park to the vendor stuff. And if it was ever donated or something like that from park members, then that stuff went to the coffers to our park. So I think our park made nearly $200 or something
it was
like that.
Right around $200 for our local park alone, not to mention his profit for himself.
So I think it was $200 from this event, but he's raised almost $300 total for our park.
Damn.
Just running that tavern throughout.
Yeah, I'm basically selling items on consignment. I mean, and that booth was going gangbusters the whole event.
Dude, he
cool.
like legit was barely taking anything home. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was really cool to see that.
Everything that you want as a vendor, you want to go with your stall full and leave with no wares at all, right?
Yeah. So as a good, there's really two parts to that. One, that we had some really cool vendors. I always like when there's cool vendors at events. And two, that we actually showed up and like supported those vendors and actually bought their stuff. That's really nice to see too.
Yeah.
I think that that several, if not all of them, provided something for the raffle as well. So
I think
good
you
on
could get
everyone.
a free vendor spot if you did that.
Yeah, I think it was an option, and I actually prefer that option rather than making another payment.
And I think our raffle made roughly $300.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
We
And we
had
had a lot of good stuff. Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. Is there was a lot in the raffle, a whole lot. So thank you to whoever ran that. I don't know who it was.
Screech.
Yeah.
Lord Screech now.
Right.
Yep.
So okay,
good
Teflon?
I still don't know who that is.
He's
Sorry,
on our
Screech.
BOD. He's the president of our BOD now, I think.
Oh, I do
Yes.
know who that is.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was a. I know who you are, Screech. Never mind.
We were doing a good, better, best. So that was my good. Teflon, what was your good?
My good. Dude, legit, like, the 5 and under tournament went really well, and it was because of the Reeves as well, but, like, mostly because the participants were super good. Everyone was in good spirits. There was no one who was getting really mad about things or anything like that. So, like, just the fighter's honor or whatever in the 5 and under tournament.
I saw a lot of good honor on the field.
Yeah.
Like you fell on your ass and Lady J let you stand back up before.
Yeah, she should not have done that. She should have killed me.
No mercy.
Yeah.
Good honor, Lady J.
So my good is going to go to all of the, like, I'm not specifically talking about the kitchen workers in this one. We kind of covered those earlier, but all of the other people that were working behind the scenes. Because, again, we haven't done this in a while. This was our first in-person event in 18 months at least.
Arguably our smoothest running event. Too.
Yes,
I'd
and
agree.
that's exactly the point that I was making is everything ran really smoothly. People were popping in and helping out when they needed to.
Except for that slack rat.
What did they even do?
Not a damn thing.
Slacked. I thought that was the
Slacked
point.
off. That's the crap position I can always do.
Yeah.
right.
So I was Slack Crat, and so I know a little bit behind the scenes. Our Feast Crat was Greymane. Our Decoration Crat was Belle Golden Bow, not Belle the Warlord. Just to specify.
Yeah, God, he does everything.
He does everything.
He slices. He dices. He removes embarrassing lipstick stains from your collar. And
He cuts your tomatoes so thin your in-laws will never come back.
he'll find you a job. He is a job. Like,
Anyway, Belle Golden Bow was our Decoration Crat. Coquer Golden Bow ran the ANS. Obscura, of course, was Autocrat. And then Chops was Cleanup Crat.
Why do you say autocrat like it's a transformer?
Autocrats roll out.
can someone make the noise? Yeah, there we go.
Oh, Lauren's trying to.
Screaming
Sorry.
at them kids.
They busted in here playing hide and seek, and I'm like, I'm in the middle of a meeting. Anyway, Screech was the market crat, vendor crat, so he handled all of the marketing stuff and raffle stuff.
Yeah, that was done really well too, I thought.
I think that covers everyone. I'm sorry if I forgot someone.
Yeah.
Oh, me. I was Slack Crat, but I already said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you. Everybody else did great. I'm again just this is one of those things where oftentimes these people don't necessarily get called out for their work because everything ran so smoothly they didn't have disasters they had to take care of.
Our gate crats were really good.
Oh, Valerie was Metacrat and not Colleen, Ruby Royson, that's her Amphgard name,
Right.
was Gatecrat. I knew I was forgetting someone.
What's the Futurama quote where Bender is briefly God?
Oh, there's a couple of really good ones.
It was if you've done everything right, they won't
Know that you're there, yeah.
Yeah, they won't know that you're there at all. I'm butchering that, but Futurama heads, tell me how that quote goes.
Yeah, put it in the comments.
Yeah.
So
Smash that subscribe button, and I did it right?
Like, share,
Yeah,
subscribe, click the bell.
the
Yeah,
most
all of that.
awkward time possible is where it's supposed
That
to be
seemed like a
clicking.
really good spot.
Oh yeah,
too.
if you could
Really
phrase
smooth,
it
like a very smooth segue.
if you could phrase it in the form of the worst pun ever, that also would be just fire. If you could pull that off.
No.
Be sure to ding that bell, Golden Bow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, why not? I feel like we missed not having some like WAK merch there. Not even to sell, just like, hey, here's a magnet. That would have been cool.
Oh yeah, just
Yeah,
stuff to give
Lauren
away.
with magnets.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was busy doing
Nothing,
a scroll and
slacking
a
off.
pillow and running Slack
porn.
Crat and drawing furry porn. Okay.
You could put that on a magnet and sell it probably.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was busy drawing furry porn. Actually, that would make very.
All right, the first WAK shirt that we make needs to have that on the back.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. That should be coming soon. I've got some vacation time coming up to work on things like that. So that'll be fun.
Also, we're doing our St. Jude fundraiser, right?
We are
True
doing
story.
a fundraiser for St. Jude's. Flo, why don't you tell us a little bit about that since you're the one who set it up?
Yeah, so we talked a little earlier in the year about doing a fundraiser over November. I went ahead and started it a little early. I know that November is really getting close to the holiday season, and a lot of people start buying gifts pretty early on, so I wanted to give us a little bit of extra time. But this really is for the best cause. This is to fight childhood cancer and other childhood diseases. 100% of the money going to this goes straight to St. Jude's Hospital. St. Jude actually is one of the charities that has their percentage up on their website of exactly how much of the donation goes to what. It is listed prominently in 86% of all of the donation. Hey, Brad the cat. 86% of all of the donation goes directly to helping the kids, and a very small portion of it goes to fundraising and help and administrating the actual organization. So, yeah, we'll put the link in the description below.
Yeah.
We're trying to get to $500. I think we are. That is well within our range. And the last time I checked, I think we were at 17% already.
Yeah, we're at $85 now, 17%, and that is within the first day or two of the fundraiser. So we'll keep hyping that and trying to get folks to donate.
Yeah, what I didn't tell everyone until just now is if we can get to $500.
Oh no, what did we get signed up for?
We are going to do a whacked out disc golf. We're going to grab our cameras. Everybody's going to head to the course, and we are going to record ourselves doing horribly at some of the local disc golf courses around here.
I hope we can get like people to come and act like they're our audience or whatever, and just be like, "Oh yeah, great shot." No, that was horrible.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
The thing that they can really expect from us is that we have really great ground play.
Awesome ground play.
But we'll let everybody know what the date is for going, and if you want to come and join us, you'd be more than welcome to. We have fun with it. And if we have to bump the goal up, if we get that 500 mark and we have to bump it up to 1,000, which I don't think we can all do. I'd love for you to prove me wrong and to raise some money for a good cause. But if you do, then we'll have to think of something fun to do at the $1,000 mark.
Weren't you going to shave your beard last time, Flo?
My beard's worth much more than $1,000.
That'd be a tough sell at 1,000. Yeah, I don't know.
I'll tell you what. If we can, Justin will pay it.
No. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
No, I forgot.
If we can get to $5,000, Flo's beard's coming off. I don't know how. We're going to get it off of him.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll actually co-sign to that. If we get to $5,000, I will shave it, and I'll live stream shave it.
So
you're messaging
hold on.
Justin right now.
I sure as shit am.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Patches? If you end up donating that money and we get to $5,000 for St. Jude, I will be happy to shave it off.
I just said, hey, I need $5,000.
I'll start drawing. So
send it. Yeah, there we go.
But yeah, it's a good cause. Donate if you can. My motto is always give what you can when you can. Merch too. I think you mentioned it. We've got some merch that we'll put the link to the St. Jude's thing in the.
No merch yet, and that probably won't be for a little bit. I have some vacation coming up near the end of the year where I plan to take care of that. Some D&D campaign stuff, new music, a lot of
maybe
general
like January.
Beginning of the new year, easy.
Cool.
We'll have stuff like that up. What I was gonna say was we actually have. Hold on, I can find out. It's not a ton, but we've got something close to like $30 from donations.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Pitch that to. I was going to say we'll pitch that to St. Jude's. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Let's pitch it all to St. Jude's.
Cool.
That sounds good. But yeah, let's see. So, what is we're getting close to the end here. What's a good note to end on? Oh, do you guys have any funny stories from the event that you can tell and not incriminate anyone?
No. Good talk. Great. All right. Bye, guys. I'm going to get out of here. See ya. When I go. Oh, man. I can think of one for it's a Flo and me like mutual story from the opening night.
Oh, what's that?
So we're the night ditch is happening. Somebody actually lent me a pole arm because I forgot all of my gear. So Aldrich, thank you for lending me that pole. And we're ditching, and Flo and I have started the chili. We have a crock pot full of chili, and we're trying to keep an eye on it, And so it's like, okay, every couple minutes, one of us will go stir the chili. And Flo and I kept passing each other on the way to the chili. Like, we'd step out of the ditch line, I'd go stir the chili, and then I'd pass Flo walking up to the chili. I'm like, I just stirred it. He's like, may as well stir it too. And we did that for probably an hour until finally we the tournament started happening, so we sort of got distracted. So that was really goofy because both of us were like, we got to take care of this chili, and we were like 1 minute separated from our internal clocks. It was really fun.
Just to add on to that really quick, because I think Vidalia had a story too. The running pole, because we're at the same park, right? We fight each other quite a bit.
Sorry, buddy.
He's running pole, and the grass is so wet. So no one is wanting to run the pole on him. And I go to run the pole multiple times, except I weigh right at 300 pounds or so. So I will take a step and a half and then slip and slide towards him the rest of the way. And just with my arms open, like, come here, buddy.
Yeah. There were a couple of times where you slid into me and stopped, and I was
did.
well, I'm not dead. Prison shiv him with the pole. And you're like, no, I'm fucking dead. Like, I got to stop.
Yeah,
I got to
I'm
go.
just trying not to, I was trying not to fall on your pole, brother.
Sorry, Flo. Run away.
I was gonna say, funny story was the other Stinkfoot story where I got too excited that he remembered my name.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Did anyone tell her that he didn't remember her name and that someone just told him her name?
Yeah, that would have been
Patty.
I don't think Patty was
AMC.
there.
Sorry, AMC.
Yeah, it may have been Patty. Sorry, MC.
I just don't believe that Pat's ever remembered
No.
anything.
Working as an
No.
assistant, like you walk up and she's
No.
like, "That's Vidalia." And
Stinkfoot
that's Vidalia.
remembered
Yeah.
my name, and AMC was back at the hotel room, so it couldn't have been.
Well, no, that's what I was going to say. I think it was actually Robin who was being the
that's
assistant
right.
at that time. Like she was the one who was in
She
the
was
ear, like,
she was Stinkfoot handler.
yeah.
At the time.
I reject that. Stinkfoot remembered my name, and because I was too excited that Stinkfoot remembered my name, he started calling me random vegetables.
I didn't have any hand in
Asparagus.
that at all.
Right.
Of course you
By
didn't.
the way,
You instigate?
no, I enable.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I think at first he was gonna call me asparagus, but he didn't say it right, so it's
Aspergus.
Anyway, new last name.
It may have been an attempt at a diagnosis. Teflon, you got a good one?
No.
All right.
Do you have a good one that conforms to the rules we outlined?
That's kind of the problem.
I gotcha. No.
The stat. Well, go ahead.
What?
No. If you have one.
No, none of us do. Flo, do you have one?
Yeah, kinda. Mine isn't a normal, like, super funny story, but it was just I missed being able to go hang out with everyone. And the Gilded Newbie, Beefy's Tavern, had a table set up outside. They had some cider in a crock pot.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, that they were
did,
cooking
yeah.
up. That was cups out there. You could just grab the cider. I think that they had some food, like some brats and some...
Those are for sale.
Yeah, the brats were for sale, and the pumpkin roll and stuff like that was for sale as well. But it became it accomplished what Beefy was looking for, which is it became a place for people to congregate, right? So I went over there and hung out for just a little bit and just talked to random people. You know, random people would come up and sit down, and you talk to them for a little bit while you're watching the...
We should get him another one or two pop-ups that he can take and kind of have a shaded area to put the picnic table type thing under.
Yeah, agreed. But yeah, I mean, that was just he had a fire going, and some people were roasting s'mores and cooking their hot dogs over it and stuff like that. And it was just genuinely a good time being able to hang out with people that I'd never met before and people that I hadn't seen in a long time in a super laid back sort of environment. So not a super funny story, but still a really meaningful one.
I have a funny story.
Go ahead.
So I rode down early with Subway because I had to get there early for the site fee stuff. And on the way down there, we were worried because Gunn was pretty bummed out about a variety of things surrounding the knighting, and so we were thinking of ways that we could cheer Gunn up.
I remember something now.
And so I got to overhear Subway make 3 or 4 phone calls to all of the old Baganaga crew to see if he could start a bar fight with the Triads.
That would have been good.
So he was just calling everyone and leaving these amazing voicemails about how, like, we need to start a bar fight. Gun's getting knighted. If I can call in one last favor, is that we do a bar fight. Like, it was fantastic.
Gunn would have loved that.
So Libby or Obscura was feeling down about feeling like she was being too taskmastery about things or something, and Lauren and I were like, this is running smooth, largely because you're doing things and making sure people are getting to the right spots and stuff like that.
Yep.
So me and Lauren bust in like cops
We're like,
And-
this is an intervention.
Yeah, you could be as much of a taskmaster as you want, and I don't see any tasks being given out. So get out there and show everyone what to do, or some nonsense like that. It was pretty fun. we definitely woke up Buddy.
Yeah, we
and,
scared the shit out of Buddy. Like, we literally kicked in the door like cop style.
Jeez.
This is why I'm not allowed to do anything.
Yeah, that's still enabling, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, cool. Oh, one last thing, actually. I shouted you out earlier, Chops, but it was kind of in a joking way. But no joke, Chops stuck around. He was one of the last people off site doing cleanup.
Chops was the last person off site, and I took a photo as evidence.
I mean, whatever. Like Chops did from what I understand, Chops did a fantastic job cleaning up the site. The site owner was thrilled with how good of a job was done, and told us we were welcome back anytime. So huge shout out, Chops, because that's a big thing for us to. We all like the site pretty well. If we want to do it again, that contributes a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, it really does.
Chops the redeemed.
Yep. Chops, FMJ, RB, the redeemed.
Yes.
When is this episode coming out?
Next Friday.
Yeah, next Friday.
We've gone long. I said a midweek whack, but at this point, it's gone long enough that we'll make it a full episode.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, then if it's coming out next week, this Sunday, we're giving out awards at Park, and I commissioned a custom scroll for him.
Oh, cool.
From ink, and it's a custom title, The Redeemed, so he can
Nice.
officially put it into his orc.
So
and it's gonna be great.
So let me add some background to this, because I think it's a kind of a funny story too. So Chops was in the tournament early on and didn't actually help clean up during lunch and things. And Obscura was very mad that her cleanup person is not doing their job. And
Good, Obscura.
yeah,
Be mad at
absolutely. And I don't remember if it was me and Clover. I think me and Clover, King Clover, and me as incoming King were sitting and talking about stuff. And she came over and was like, "No awards for the drunks." Very mad. It was amazing.
Cabbage and I were sitting at gate, and
That's
I
good
was
stuff.
at gate because I fought in the 5 and under, but then had to stop because I drank too much coffee. That's another story.
The implication is that she almost shit at herself.
Oh, see, I went the other way.
No,
For a Futurama heads, I thought that she had reached that zen of 500 cups of coffee where she was moving through the world like the
In the
Flash.
time
No,
stream.
okay.
No.
So we got up at 5 a.m. to help Obscura with breakfast, and I had 7 cups of coffee throughout breakfast because Zuriel and Obscura made coffee, and it was delicious, right? And so then I run from breakfast over to the 5 and under tournament, and I fight. And I was like, "Oh, I'm moving after drinking 7 cups of coffee. My bowels, they are rumbling." And so I ran over to the bathroom after I got killed in the tournament. And Beefy had made my pants, but he only asked for the waist measurement at my belly button and not at my fat ass lady hips. And so, so I'm pulling, and I'm sucking my butt in Hank Hill style. I'm trying to wiggle out of these pants, and I'm I'm gonna shit my pants at Guns 9.
That's a T-shirt. I want that.
Yeah,
At least the pants were brown.
they were not brown.
And so
became
I was loudly telling this story to someone, I can't even remember who, and Arco was sitting behind me, and I'm just yelling about shitting my pants, and then she's so she says something to me, and I'm like, "Arco, you're gonna be amazed. You're gonna see the knighting gifts for Gun, and you're gonna shit your pants."
Jesus. God.
She comes up after Gun knighting, and she was like, "I did almost shit my pants."
Listen, anyone who thinks that there's mystique and stuff after you get your baits, not. This is it. This is the top of the mountain right here. We've pulled back the curtains. No, there's a lot of good memories that happened there. Again, it was so good to be able to see everyone. Congratulations on King Teffy for coming back into office. Congratulations to Sir Gunn for getting his belt. Thank you to everyone that helped out at the event. Again, absolutely went off flawlessly. And if you can, please do donate to the charity. It really is going to a good cause, and I'd kind of like to play some more disc golf. So,
It's fair enough.
we ready to roll out?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't grab a weird thing to hit the... No. Oh, all right. Hey everyone, thanks for listening. If you liked what you heard, be sure to subscribe to our podcast on YouTube or Spotify to get notified about new episodes. And make sure to follow us on Facebook for announcements and more.